Hello, my name is Michael Gabbianelli, and welcome to another episode of Tech Talk Tuesdays. In today's episode, we are going to be talking about rope ascension, which means to climb or ascend a rope, so going up a rope. When we're climbing, sometimes we do that just to get around on the wall, or it's a different style of climbing that we call aid climbing, where we actually climb on the equipment. So, today we're going to go over a few basic tools that we can use to ascend a rope. So, without further ado, let's get into it. We're going to start with our most simple rope ascension tool, which is literally a piece of string, accessory cord. What's important about this is this always needs to be smaller than the diameter of rope that you are climbing. Also, it needs to be load-bearing, so it needs to be kind of some strong material. This is called Cordelette, and this is a 6mm Cordelette. So they come in different widths, and then certain widths can bear more load. You want to make sure what you're using for your Prusik loop is an appropriate size cord. We're not going to get into how to tie these today. Maybe we'll do that on another episode. But today, just know that you're going to tie them together with a nice hard loop. They do also sell these already made. So like sewn together, bar tacked together here, just like quick draw, so that you don't have to tie together your own piece of cord. However, if you have your own piece of cord, you can do a simple hitch. This is what we call the Autoblock or climb heist. And again, we're not going to get into how to tie this knot today, so it's not super important. But we are going to get into what the knot does today. And so maybe on another day we could talk about how to tie that knot. I'm going to clip that loop there. And now what this does is, you notice as I pull down, the knot doesn't move. It actually vices down onto the rope. However, if I were to push up, it will slide up the rope. And so using two of these and a series of movements, kind of like an inchworm, I can make my way up the rope. And no matter the tool, there's going to be a similar ascension style. So that inchworm, move one, move the upper tool, and then move the lower tool is very common when we are ascending. And so this is what we call a friction hitch. And so again, just made with a piece of cord tied with an appropriate hitch, locking carabiner to hold it all together. And what it'll do is it'll go up, and you can pull down on it to help move yourself up the rope. Let's move that one up out of the way. All right. So they also do make actual devices for this specific purpose called ascenders. And there are a lot of different kinds of ascenders out there. However, we're going to cover two of the basic styles. And this is, first we're going to go over what we call a Tiblock. And this is a Tiblock. A Tiblock is a tiny baby ascender. So again, we're going simple to complex. You see in there's a bunch of little teeth. And those are actually made to grab the fibers of this rope and wedge it between the carabiner so that as you push it up, it moves smoothly. You pull down, it grabs the fibers. So we're going to go ahead and clip our Tiblock on. You do need a locking carabiner again for all of these pretty much. And we're going to clip it to the rope. And there it is, just like our friction hitch, right? We can slide it up and then pull down, and look, it locks to the rope. So when I try to pull down, it stays tight, and so I can use this to move up the rope. One thing with these styles of ascenders is making sure that you have it set up right. And same with our friction hitch. See how those teeth are facing downwards? You want them facing downwards and the smooth side facing the direction you want to go. So again, it clips to the rope, can slide it up, pull down, it locks it in place. All right, that's 2 down. Third one. So This is the most complex ascender and also the easiest one to use. As you can see, it's got a nice handle on it, and so as I ascend, I can grab that handle to use to pull myself up. So this one's actually made for ascending, while the other ones are more tools that we use and can use to ascend ropes. So the purpose of this device is to use in conjunction with another device, because they come in right and left-handed. I only have the right-handed one right now. However, they do come in both side hands so that you can have them both facing the same direction and moving your way up the rope. And again, you're going to have a mechanism here that has those teeth you can see there. And so what's going to happen is the rope's actually going to clamp in to the device, and you're going to flick the teeth back into position by disengaging this lock. And again, you always want to put that carabiner and what this will do is, as you push up, and there's actually another carabiner that's going to go up here too. So for now, since I only have the one, we'll just use that. And so that just locks it in place. And so what you're going to do is, again, you push up, pull down, and it won't let me pull down because those teeth are engaging and grabbing the rope. And so we can use this for one direction travel up a rope. Great. So that's been Ascenders. Hopefully you found out what ascending a rope is, and you had a little fun watching this video and learning a little bit about a few of the tools we use to do that. We'll see you next week for another Tech Talk Tuesday.